Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Mvunganyi. Thank you so much for joining us today. On this episode of Red Carpet, we have the latest clothing trends at Accra Fashion Week, the newly crowned Miss Universe, and a Hausa rapper making waves in northern Nigeria. Let's get on with the show. And we begin the show with some Ghanaian fashion. During its 5th edition, Accra Fashion Week gathered West African designers for a weekend of runaway shows after last year's hiatus amid the global COVID-19 pandemic. The AP has this story. Since its introduction, Accra Fashion Week has been a meeting point for designers all over Africa, not only to show their new creations, but to also create business opportunities, according to Nana A. Tamakloe, managing director of the event.
So Accra Fashion Week, we wanted to bring the business to it. So you go on the website, you can read about the designers, you can buy their clothes, you can get their PR contacts, you can get their sales contacts, and you can even interact with their online store. So we wanted to take it off just from entertainment to a more business aspect.
Yvonne Tawia, creator of the Yvonne X fashion brand, explained the idea behind her line.
We are Africans, so Ghanaian fashion is basically African. But what I do is I mix European with African. So you can wear it anywhere, anytime, and you can fit into any occasion and any society.
Some of these designers have also started operations outside the borders of Ghana. Yvonne X creations can be already found in the United States, specifically in Maryland, and others like designer Abimbola Bashiru from Ewaroyo Style has also started exporting abroad to appeal to bigger audiences.
I even have some of my clients in the US. Some of them have the African stores, which I provide, like what I'm wearing now. And some already made, we call it auto gele, they are already made. So I sell to them in bulk. So you can see it's not only in Ghana that they are embracing the ashoke. Outside too, like US, they are embracing it.
And with the internet being a huge platform for visibility these days, designers hope to get their looks seen by many around the world. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has announced the nominees for next month's Golden Globe Awards. Let's check out some of those in the running for the film and TV honors in this report by Reuters. Rapper Snoop Dogg had the honor of announcing the nominations for the 79th edition of the awards. Film dramas The Power of the Dog and Belfast led nominations with 7 each in a year clouded by controversy and a scaled-down ceremony. They were followed by King Richard, in which Will Smith plays the father of tennis champions Venus and Serena Williams, global warming satire Don't Look Up, director Steven Spielberg's new version of the classic musical West Side Story, and coming-of-age tale Licorice Pizza with 4 nominations. The format of the ceremony is unclear after broadcaster NBC earlier this year dropped plans to televise the Glizzy Award dinner in Beverly Hills following controversy over the Hollywood Foreign Press, the group that votes on them. Critics objected to HFPA having no black members and raised long-standing ethical questions over whether those close relationships with Hollywood studios influence the choice of nominees and winners. Tom Cruise returned the 3 Golden Globe statuettes that he won. The HFPA has since added 6 black members, banned gifts and favors, and implemented diversity and sexual harassment training. Despite these moves, major film and TV studios have tried to distance themselves from the honors and did not submit programming for consideration as they have in the past. Now, as African music continues to gain attention worldwide, Nigerian artists are seeing this as an opportunity to make a name for themselves. We spoke to DJ Cinch, a fast-rising star from northern Nigeria who blends Afrobeats and Amapiano with his native Hausa raps.
Mvunganyi is a popular recording artist from Kaduna, Nigeria. Better known as DJ Cinch, he sings and raps in Hausa over Afrobeats and Amapiano rhythms. He told Red Carpet he believes northern Nigerian music can have global appeal.
The world's attention is already in Nigeria right now. So whether you're from the north, east, or south, everybody can tap into it right now. You know, we are living in a digital generation right now. So from here, you can penetrate anywhere in the world, having the right platform. So we are already doing that. And I believe very soon, the northern entertainment industry, the northern music industry will be heard not just nationally, not just in Africa, but also globally.
Nigeria's music industry has enjoyed a lot of international success, but it has suffered domestically because of rising insecurity. Artists like DJ Cinch grow their fan base by touring and doing local shows. Now they must weigh the risks as the West African country experiences more kidnappings, armed robbery, and other violence.
You know, the insecurity challenge that we are having right now in northern Nigeria, it has affected all aspects of life, but most especially my own field, which is music entertainment industry. You know, the big companies or the multinationals, you know, they can no longer come here and do their own shows. They can no longer come here and invest in the entertainment industry due to the security challenges, you know. So it is affecting us directly because we hardly get sponsored events. We mostly do things on our own, and which is very hard. So, and you know, even when you want to do a show, people are afraid to come out because of the fear of the unknown. So stuff like that, it has affected us negatively.
DJ Cinch hopes to use his music to inspire positivity and to bring Nigerians together to live in peace and harmony.
It's a new one like sabon wata, yan bakin ciki a shagwata. Mun bar su da kwarkwata, 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 kwarkwata. Oya girgiza, 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 yar pichiga, pichiga, pichiga.
And in more music news, Alicia Keys is back with her new album, Keys, which she says is a return to her soulful piano home base that initially turned the R&B singer into a global icon. The EP has more on her new music and what this album means to the 15-time Grammy winner. Released earlier this month, Keys is a back-to-basics approach for the classically trained pianist. The 26-track record is broken down in two sections: Originals, which features many piano-led songs, followed by the Unlocked portion, which contains more up-tempo, full-to-the-floor versions of those originals.
You know, if you go to that first Songs in A Minor album and you hear the songs there, you hear How Come You Don't Call Me, or Fallen, or Woman's Worth, or Rock With You that I was able to do at Isaac Hayes, you know, all of these kind of very soulful records. I think what I was saying to a friend was, over time, you start to explore and you're like, well, what else can I, you know, what else can I sound like? What else can I create, and what can my music evolve into? And all of that is great. It's so good to explore and to grow and to try new things. But there's something really good about just coming back home, you know? And I do feel like that's what this Keys album is. It's very, very, you know, soulful is the most beautiful way for me to describe music.
Keys also discusses sharing more with her fans about her personal life and what she would tell her 19-year-old self who was preparing to release her now classic album, Songs in A Minor.
I think I would just tell her that a lot is coming your way, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of your own power. Don't be afraid of your mind and your instinct. I think I would tell her people might try to, you know, make you feel like you don't know you, so that they can control you, but nobody knows you better than you. So just hold on to that instinct, to that pure, raw energy, to that piano, and to the curiosity of just like constantly being the best version of you. And you're going to like really have an incredible ride.
Keys is the singer's first studio project since 2020 and her 8th studio album. A twice vandalized sculpture in New York of George Floyd is being put up for auction at Sotheby's alongside a similar piece representing Breonna Taylor. The proceeds from the sales will go to foundations set up by the Floyd and Taylor families after their loved ones died at the hands of the police, triggering a national wave of protests against racial inequality. The sculptures of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, two Black Americans whose death by police in 2020 rocked the country, are the work of artist Chris Konabuchi.
It certainly is amazing. It's been a long journey from that initial idea that my wife had about doing a George Floyd sculpture to, exhibiting at Union Square and now here at Sotheby's.
The profits will go to associations founded by the families of the two victims, We Are Floyd and the Breonna Taylor Foundation, according to Sotheby's. Harrison Tenza, head of digital strategy for auctions at Sotheby's New York, told AFP the importance of these sculptures.
When we talk about value in the auction context, it's often a financial value. And we do think there's some substantial financial value here, but it's always related to something deeper. And with these works in particular, it's not about speculation. It's not about people looking to buy to then sell later at a profit. These are really monuments to something that is so important to our country and to the world right now.
Laolu Shebanjo, artist who painted the Breonna Taylor sculpture, got his inspiration from his Yoruba culture.
To see a trend where, Black lives, don't matter. So with this piece, I try to make everybody see it bold, strong, and talk about our lives, our stories, our pain, and the beauty, and how I'm able to turn adversity into something good.
Floyd's death and the images of the police officer pressing his knee on his neck just 2 months after Taylor's death sent shockwaves through the United States and sparked widespread protests and a national debate on racism and police violence targeting African Americans. Hanaz Sand of India has been named Miss Universe in the Israel resort of Elliott during a ceremony marking the 70th anniversary of the international pageant.
Sandhu, who reached the final alongside Miss Paraguay, is the first Indian to win the Miss Universe pageant in 21 years. She shared her excitement while talking to Reuters.
I feel overwhelmed because it's been 21 years since India got Miss Universe crown and it's happening right now. So I'm grateful to everyone out there who always supported me and believed in me, and I am ready to take the responsibility of the crown now.
Israel hosted the contest in the Red Sea resort of Eilat amid a surge in COVID-19 cases and after imposing travel restrictions to try to stave off the Omicron coronavirus variant. Sandhu urged people around the world to get vaccinated to help keep the borders open.
With the support of Israel's country, we were able to organize this contest. And I think wherever we go right now, we have to make these things mandatory, because this is the new normal. We need to take care of our vaccinations about the COVID reports, because that's how it's going to be and that's how we will be able to travel. So I think I will make sure that I am taking care of my safety measures.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Jackson Mvunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We're also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube, where you can watch our videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.